Sparrow, guess who's back?
It's just so glorious.
I made $100.
I forgot a couple. It's just so amazing. It's just so it's so amazing.
My bad. I am Valen, and I am doing milk. I am on a quest to make $1 million in 1,000 days. I was uploading 5 times a day, but I had the bright idea of forcing myself to make 100 before I could upload again.
And guess what I did? How much do I have here? Because this is 100. 15, 40, 4, and 21. Which means I have exactly 100 and, how do I do it? 6, 7, 80 bucks. This was my original. Hold up, let me just cover it in money. That doesn't help me demonstrate. This was my original plan. I would doodle on one of my products, and then I would, show them all the possibilities of what you could do with a deck of cards, 6 dice, all this jazz. But then I figured out, hey, it doesn't matter if you have a good, sales pitch, or even if you have some props, if you put on a good show. Look, all that matters is if they're willing to talk to you. From my experience of knocking on 12 whole doors, most of them won't even answer the door. The ones who do probably don't want you selling to them whatsoever. And the ones who are fine to hear you out will most likely sell. Or rather buy, I mean. But one big lesson I learned here, and how I made a majority of my money, is just having good connections. Since I was walking around my neighborhood, I had a friend who lives in this neighborhood. I'm good with this family, and they were willing to buy one this morning. And so that got me my first sale, my very first sale. I then went on to sell to a stranger. That's when I knocked on 12 doors. And now they just bought 4 of them off of me, which was 40 bucks that I was able to get. And I was able to get to my $100 goal, purely based off the generosity of others. I believe very, very heavily in that the more you give, the more you get. And of course, the more you take, the more you have taken. Since I've been giving so much here, I have the natural urge to want to give back. On the other hand, that means that I didn't quite learn how to, properly sell door to door per se. Sure, I was able to sell one, but I don't know if I could sell, let's say, those 3 more that I got in my bag. But I'll have plenty of opportunities to sell down the road of making 1 million in 1,000 days. It's the small wins. And the big wins! Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did this. Or rather, that others have helped me get here. Now, I've been doing some math. And, 1 million is just 1,000 thousands. So I gotta get really good at making 1,000. Or at least make 1,000 times. Which is gonna make me really good at making 1,000. I was very worried about the pricing of this. I was gonna sell it for $5, which is about how much it costs to make. A little bit over. But I decided to double the price, thanks to evil funds, okay? And again, the problems weren't what I was expecting. I thought, hey, the price is gonna mess up the sale. But really it's just, are you able to talk with someone? Are you able to give off a good impression? Are you able to listen to them, answer the questions and whatnot? You see, I think most people see this money, or this cash, kind of exactly how I see it. Sure, it's lovely to have, oh my goodness, this is so much money, oh my god. But money just comes and it goes. So whether I had that much money or this much money, of course I'd be happy. But the real payment is in the experience. Obviously, a person's gonna be worried, hey, how much does this cost? How much are you selling this for? And so my tactic was to bring it up immediately. Hey, I'm selling cards and dice for $10. Are you interested? Now, obviously, this got any doors that did open shut on me, to some degree. But, the person who was willing to hear me out and also opened the door was the person who bought 2 of them. They weren't stressed about, hey, this is $10. What the heck? They were just happy to, give. Of course, I answered a couple questions, what they wanted to know. Hey, are you doing this with school? I get to explain my little journey that I'm on, and, I get a nice chat out of it. They get a nice chat out of it, and, we get our stuff. It's good. Thank you for watching, Sparrow. Make sure to like and subscribe, and good night.